I'm looking for a team, and the most important member of that team would be whoever I ask to be my running mate, and I'm not ruling anybody out.
Not ruling anyone out, but the New York Times is reporting that Clinton has narrowed the list to 15 or so. But what about our panel's picks for her? Neera, I know that I bring you to the Hillary Veep stakes reluctantly, and let us do the caveat that you think this is premature.
Yes, very premature.
Very premature.
I am stating that it is premature.
It is premature. We all agree. Let's do it anyway.
The campaign is not vetting candidates, etc.
Oh, you disagree with the New York Times story?
I do. I think that's a lot of people outside the campaign, not people inside.
All right. Pat Healy's a pretty good reporter. So anyway, tell us, the New York Times story notwithstanding, whom you would pick for Hillary Clinton to be a running mate.
Well, you know, I do think that it's important to speak to the issues that are really important in this campaign. And so I have two candidates.
Okay.
But, you know, I have to say, I love all of them.
You love them all equally, of course.
Senator Warren and Secretary of Labor Tom Perez are both people who've focused a lot on rising inequality and big champions of addressing the middle-class squeeze, and so I think they're both fantastic candidates amongst many.
And they might help Hillary with her left flank a little bit, possibly, progressive?
No, I think the issue, I do think that you want to think through who can bring attention to the issues, and I think they would have great agreement on them as strong champions.
Andre, what about you?
Well, I think that she, you know, first, let's keep in mind, she's only been a government employee her whole life. Outside of that, only on the speaking circuit.
That's not true. That's not true.
She worked for the Children's Defense Fund. She worked for Rose Law Firm. Anyway, moving on.
I got it. Everything the common man deals with. So she needs a business person to balance her. I think Bloomberg would be an excellent choice, a CEO.
Mike Bloomberg.
And somebody that stands up to Bill and doesn't let it again be a third term for Bill Clinton, but it's Hillary Clinton term. And so I would pick a Bloomberg who's actually proven himself in the business world and been able to get elected to office.
Now, Ben, you're a big Bernie Sanders supporter, so I'm not going to ask you to pick a running mate for Clinton, but let's pick a running mate for Bernie Sanders. Who should he run with?
Look, you know, I think that we've got to unite our party. And Stacey Abrams, who's the first woman to lead a party in Georgia's House or Senate, she's the minority leader of the Georgia Assembly. She'll be a rock star, just mark my words, in 2 or 4 years, but you know, across this country. But right now, she's a rock star in Georgia, which is a state we need to take back. And quite frankly, we don't talk enough about the rising women rock stars in politics in our country, you know, when you get that list. So Stacey Abrams should absolutely be on that list.
All right, interesting. And who would you pick for the front runner, Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, I think if you look at the numbers of the head-to-head contests with any of the Republicans right now, I don't think she has to be super exciting. I also don't think she has to be super conservative. So I picked Senator Sherrod Brown from Ohio, gives her a little bit of Ohio cachet, but also is a progressive and has a good track record in that community and could maybe throw her some of those votes to pull that together.
One thing I want to bring up is you saw in the interview with Bernie Sanders, he really wouldn't address the fact that one of his chief surrogates, the fine actress Rosario Dawson, brought up Monica Lewinsky. Let's bring up the context under which Dawson did bring up Lewinsky.
We are literally under attack for not just supporting the other candidate. Now, I'm with Monica Lewinsky with this. Bullying is bad. She's actually dedicated her life now to talking about that. And now, as a campaign strategy, we are being bullied.
I have a tough time imagining you, Ben, bringing up Monica Lewinsky in a situation like this as a surrogate of sorts for the Sanders campaign. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I actually advanced Clinton's first trip back to his home state, you know, after that scandal. So no, I would not bring it up in the context of this. I know how sensitive it is. At the same time, the reality is if you're a Democrat out there for Bernie Sanders and you're of sort of rank or visibility, you do get bullied. And I think folks have gotten tired of it. And, you know, 2 weeks ago, we were told by the Clinton campaign that they were going to discredit and disqualify our candidate. And they've turned up the heat, frankly, on all of us. So that's what she's responding to. Now, I don't think that she should have brought up Monica's name, but the reality is that there's a dynamic in our party where the folks in the Clinton camp really need to, you know, they said that they would pick up the pieces later. You know, they need to be careful about how many pieces they create.
Who's creating pieces here? I mean, for the love of God, to have a Democrat talk about Monica Lewinsky is outrageous. And I think the fact that Ben can't just simply say that's wrong and condemn it is one of the challenges we're going to have going forward. But I think it's incumbent upon all of us to try and unite. But it's going to be harder when you hear things like this. And frankly, I want to be honest about this. I think the rhetoric like this was one of the reasons why Hillary won New York so well. Because I think the Sanders campaign was relatively negative and people reacted to it. But hopefully, Senator Sanders this morning was more positive, and I hope we can focus on the issues and not personal character.
Do you think that Monica Lewinsky will be brought up by Republicans if Hillary gets the nomination?
Look, this is a contact sport. They're not running for chairman of the Garden Club down
That's a
the
yes.
street.
So that's a yes.
They're going to come out with a lot harder stuff than Monica Lewinsky,
Sure,
and Trump's going to eat her
that doesn't
lunch.
justify Democrats doing it. Republicans will definitely make attacks, but it's a
Again,
different thing for
First of all,
Democrats.
I don't think-
it's refreshing to see you guys fight instead of the two of us. but I think there was a better way to make this argument. Bring up the Gloria Steinem quote about girls going where
sure.
the boys
Yeah.
are. Madeline Albright saying there's a special place in hell. But these are things that happen.
But that's
Monica
how you
Lewinsky is a
control
real
it. But,
person.
you know, frankly,
You can condemn
No.
them.